Imagine, just for a second, one of those huge, heavy industrial things, like something built for pure work, right? Not looks, and it's done its job. It's reached the end of its, primary life. What actually happens to it then? Most of us, I guess, we just picture it getting junked, landfill, right? Just
Yeah.
waste. But what if that same massive, worn-out thing could end up as like a really cool piece of furniture in your house, or I don't know, some kind of feature in your garden, or even get this part of your workout routine? Okay, yeah, let's unpack this, because today we're doing a deep dive into the, well, surprisingly creative world of old forklift tires. You probably think of them as just, big, bulky junk, industrial discards. But our sources, they show they are actually ripe for some incredible repurposing. And as we get into it, you might actually be shocked at the sheer creativity people have shown, turning these seemingly unlovable objects into something valuable.
Yeah, what's really amazing here is how this one single, super durable material can spark so many different practical ideas. It's a kind of a powerful lesson, isn't it, about sustainable thinking, resourcefulness. So our mission for this deep dive is to explore, I think it's 20, ingenious ways to transform these tires, turning what would definitely be a waste problem into stuff that's functional, decorative, even playful for your home, your garden, your life. We're going to show you how you can find real value in things that other people just, well, throw away.
Okay, first up, let's talk about using these hefty circles for your home and garden, making them stylish, functional elements. Some are so clever, you'd honestly never guess they started out as industrial tires. When I first read forklift tire furniture, I admit I was picturing something like, well, pretty rough, maybe a bit too industrial, not enough chic. But the sources paint a totally different picture.
Oh, absolutely. Our sources really highlight that the tire's built-in stability, that strong round shape, it's actually perfect for, say, an upholstered base. Like, take a stylish ottoman, for example. This isn't just reusing. It's smart design, changing how you see it. And the best part is, it's doable. You basically just need simple stuff like plywood for the top, some batting fabric, then you just secure it all with glue. Maybe some caulk, a drill gun, easy. And the final thing, well, your guest genuinely won't clock it as a tire. It just fits right into a modern living room. Shows you don't need fancy tools for elegant results, right?
That's brilliant. Making upcycling sophisticated but also achievable.
Right.
And then taking that idea outside,
Yeah,
you could make an outdoor table.
exactly. Similar idea.
Our sources suggest a few cool ways, like you could just spray paint it to match your patio set, or maybe put a glass top on it for a sleeker finish.
Yeah.
And then this one I really liked, wrap the whole thing in natural jute twine.
Oh, yeah. The twine idea is great.
That completely hides what it is.
Right.
And
Yeah.
gives it that nice natural texture.
It does. Our sources mention using a good, strong, weather-resistant twine for that, and a durable adhesive so it actually lasts outside. Yeah, wrapping it in twine, that's a fantastic way to change the whole feel, the texture, the perception. You still get the strength, the form, but it looks totally different. And for seating outside, the sources also talk about making surprisingly comfy chairs, or even bar stools.
Really comfy.
Yeah, apparently the dense rubber gives this unexpected sort of resilience. Add a bit of foam, some outdoor fabric, and you've got a really robust alternative to stuff you'd buy.
Huh. So maybe skip buying new patio chairs and just
Yeah.
upcycle a tire
Yeah.
into something comfy.
Eh.
It does make you rethink what seating can be. Okay, now, what if you manage to get your hands on multiple tires? You could do some bigger landscape projects, right? Like garden stairs.
Yes. Garden stairs are a perfect use for several tires, especially if your yard's on a slope. They make getting up and down hills way easier, and, visually, they can look quite striking, like a real architectural feature.
How do you make them stable, though?
Well, the sources recommend digging them in a bit, partially burying them. Then fill them up with soil or gravel. That gives them the weight and stability you need, which is obviously crucial on an incline.
Right, stability is key there. Okay, but what about the tires that are really, really beat up? Maybe too worn for fancy furniture? Our sources suggest something practical, but still kind of neat. Turning them into outdoor trash bins.
Exactly. It's about finding a use even for the really worn out ones. And it's an easy, cheap recycling project. You can spray paint them, bright colors, blue, yellow, whatever. So they actually look kind of decorative, not just like a bin.
Yeah, make it cheerful.
And because it's a tire, it's super durable. It'll last way longer out in the weather than a lot of plastic bins.
I like that, making practical things look good too. And for something even quicker, especially with those beat up tires, the sources mentioned a simple hose caddy.
Oh yeah, that's super simple. You hardly need anything besides the tire itself. Just mount it on your shed wall or the garage. The tire's shape is perfect for holding a garden hose, keeps it coiled up nicely off the ground, prevents kinks, makes the hose last longer.
Okay, so those are some clever garden uses. But wait till you hear how these tires can be turned into really unique decor. This next one, it really jumped out at me from the sources. A Christmas wreath.
Aha, yeah.
Sounds kind of wild, right? But the idea is actually pretty smart.
It really is. It's definitely a conversation piece for the holidays. Think about it. The tire's rubber is tough, weatherproof. It gives you a great solid base for piling on decorations.
Oh,
So you can easily attach lights, ornaments, whatever, with zip ties or strong glue, and it won't sag or fall apart outside. You can customize it however you want for your theme. Make a really big, unique display.
that is such a clever repurpose. Okay, and for pet owners.
Yeah.
Especially if you get a dog that loves chewing through expensive beds. A forklift tire apparently makes a fantastic, like almost indestructible dog bed frame.
Yeah, it's not just durable, though. The tire's raised rim creates this sort of cozy den-like feel, gives the dog a sense of security,
Oh, that
and it protects the actual cushion inside from getting destroyed. Our sources say just pop an existing pet bed right inside. Comfort, meet indestructibility. Plus, super easy to clean, just soap and water, and if you have multiple pets, perfect. They can handle rough use.
So smart. Okay, another really practical home use. The texture on forklift tires makes them great doormats.
The durability and the texture, exactly. These things are built for heavy wear, right? So they're perfect for scraping mud and dirt off shoes before people come inside.
Makes sense.
And you can just cut a piece to the size you need for your doorway. Simple.
That's just using its natural qualities. Brilliant. And one more for smaller spaces. If you've got a tiny garden but want a water feature, the sources suggest using an old forklift tire as the base for a small decorative pond.
It's a really ingenious way to create a little mini ecosystem. Even on a patio or balcony, the tire holds water naturally. It's already sealed. You barely need to dig. Just place it, maybe add a liner if you want to be extra sure, fill it up. Add some aquatic plants, maybe tiny fish. Brings a bit of nature without a massive project.
Okay, now, this is where it gets really interesting.
Mhm.
Especially if you've got kids or you love creating fun outdoor spaces. We're talking about turning these industrial cast-offs into pure fun, playtime.
Absolutely. And the most classic one, the one lots of us probably remember, is the tire swing. But our sources point out because forklift tires are so big and heavy duty,
Right.
they can hold pretty much anyone. Kids, adults, doesn't matter. Makes it real family fun, good old-fashioned fun. And super safe and durable, too.
Timeless fun, yeah. And for the little ones, the sources say forklift tires are especially good for making a self-contained sandbox.
Yes, because they're bigger than car tires, right? Gives toddlers and kids way more room to actually play.
Ah, good point.
It's just a single tire project, too. You can paint it bright colors, make it look inviting. It's a nice, clean, contained play area. And thinking bigger, like community playgrounds. Tires get used all the time because they're strong and pretty safe. Forklift tires, specifically, can be built into really creative things, like snail trails.
Snail trails, what's that?
It's like a winding path of tires, half buried, that kids can climb along. Good challenge for motor skills.
Oh, cool.
Or they can make big magadomes, like half-buried tires arranged in sort of igloo shapes for imaginative play. Gives kids little nooks and surfaces to explore.
Snail trails and megadomes.
Mhm.
That sounds like fun. Very creative playground stuff. And the source also mentioned cutting them in half to make swinging hammocks.
Yeah, it's another clever adaptation, using the tire's flexibility for a different kind of fun. They make these sort of bendy, fun hammocks, especially good for smaller kids, apparently. Gentle swing, feels secure, easy to hang up with rope or chain.
That's really thinking outside the box. Yeah. Or tire. Okay, now, while we're talking about using these for gardens and play, there's a really crucial safety point from our sources we have to mention.
Sure.
Using tires as colorful planters for flowers, totally fine. Looks great for non-edible plants.
Yes, but it is very important, and the sources stress this. Do not use tire planters for anything you plan to eat. No vegetables, no fruits, no herbs.
Right. Why is that exactly?
Well, if you connect it to the bigger picture, it's about understanding the material itself. Tires go through vulcanization, right, to make them strong. The chemicals used in that process, while great for durability, can potentially leach into the soil over time, especially with heat or moisture.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, playing it safe, keeping your food crops out of tire planters, that's the smart and non-negotiable move. Enjoy them for flowers, but grow your veggies elsewhere.
That's such an important distinction. Honestly, not something I'd deeply considered before. Safety first, absolutely. Okay, moving beyond the expected. These tires can apparently even inspire personal creativity and push your physical limits.
Yeah, this theme really shows just how versatile they are. It's moving beyond just static objects into things that are interactive, personal.
Yeah.
The tire becomes a tool, right, for expression or for a physical challenge.
Okay, so for the cosplay crowd or anyone making detailed costumes, the source says old tires can be turned into surprisingly cheap but really durable recycled armor.
Armor, wow.
Yeah. It sounds like it takes time, cutting and shaping it carefully, but the result is supposed to be this cool, personalized costume. Super rugged look. I can totally picture some like post-apocalyptic warrior with forklift tire shoulder pads or leg guards.
Definitely appeals to that whole maker culture, right? Taking weird materials and turning them into something amazing through skill and vision. And then on a more practical note, personal utility needs super durable sandals with serious grip. Part of an old forklift tire can be used to make sturdy flip-flops.
Flip-flops, seriously. Talk about heavy-duty footwear. You definitely have the toughest sandals on the beach, though maybe they wouldn't float.
Probably not.
Our sources suggest you might even get multiple pairs from one tire piece, depending on size. And you can customize the straps.
It's just amazing resourcefulness, isn't it? Making essentials from scrap. And then for people who really want a physical challenge, these tires become incredible, if unconventional, fitness tools. Sources mention they're used in obstacle courses all over. A classic move is the tire flip.
Oh, yeah, I've seen that. Looks brutal.
It is flipping the entire tire over and over, demanding full body workout.
The sheer weight makes them perfect for strength training. Standard forklift tires, 50 pounds minimum? Often way more, hundreds even.
Right.
So they're great for heavy workouts. And the tire flip, it's not just the weight, it's the awkwardness, right? The uneven shape forces your core to work in ways balanced weights don't.
Exactly.
You can lift the whole tire like a deadlift variation.
Yeah.
Or even rig up a bar using tires instead of normal weight plates. Gives a different feel.
Which kind of raises an interesting question, doesn't it? Like, how can we find strength, find utility in these unexpected places, and maybe rethink what actually counts as effective workout gear beyond just the typical gym stuff?
Absolutely. It really does. It's all about seeing that potential where others just see junk,
Yeah.
pushing the boundaries of what a discarded item can actually become. So what does this all really mean? Our deep dive today, it shows us that from like stylish ottomans that just blend right in and unique Christmas wreaths that start conversations, to super tough dog beds, fun playground things like snail trails, and even intense workout gear. An old forklift tire is pretty much anything but waste.
Yeah, the amazing thing here is how one simple discarded industrial thing, just through some clever thinking, practical know-how, and a bit of effort, can become so many different valuable things across so many parts of life. It really highlights this profound lesson, I think, in being resourceful and sustainability. It pushes us to look way beyond an item's first purpose.
Right.
It's about unlocking all that hidden value in materials we might otherwise just, toss without a second thought.
This whole deep dive, it really does show the huge potential in stuff we often just write off as useless. It's a real testament to human creativity, isn't it?
Yeah.
So maybe next time you see something that looks like it's headed for the scrap heap, what unique possibilities might you find if you just look at it differently with a fresh creative eye? What other everyday things are right in front of us where we're missing the chance to reinvent them, give them a whole new, maybe even astonishing life?